Hey y'all, happy Wednesday. This is an impromptu live. Um, just got done reading the new announcement on ending illegal discrimination and restoring merit based opportunity. That was just released by the new presidential administration in the US. And as you know, on this channel, we talk a lot about toxic jobs, right? My experience in a DEI role, which is diversity, equity, and inclusion, when really I was set up, right? And so we know Black women's experiences in a lot of these roles, but we're in these roles, right? We're drawn to them because we see something extremely wrong with the way the society functions. And so to see the rollback, right, of DEI positions. Hey, love single mom, good to see you here. Yes, and I'm excited for the upcoming summit. I don't know if you've announced it yet, but Project U coming up. So stay tuned for that, y'all. Yes. But yeah, to see the rollback of DEI positions within the US government, essentially being told that they're going to be laid off, right? They're going to be put on leave, I think, at the end of today. And so all DEI offices, equity, and again, DEI is diversity, equity, and inclusion, offices within the US government are being shut down, right? And so we see this happening. It's been 2 days, y'all. It's been 2 days. It's felt like 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. So look out for Project U, the upcoming virtual summit that I am excited to be speaking at, hosted by Level Up Single Mom. Yes. Yeah. So I talk a lot about Black women in toxic jobs on this channel, right? And so reading through this morning, I think it was just released today, the presidential action ending illegal discrimination and restoring merit-based opportunity, right? And so what is merit-based opportunity? The videos that I've done on From Pet to Threat, which is a phenomenon coined by 3 Black women professors that Black women often face in the workplace. We have all the skills, we have all the talents, we have all the expertise, we have all the knowledge, we have all the education. Black women are the most educated group of people in the US. We have all of that. So where's the merit-based? Right? It's infuriating. Right? It's truly infuriating. Hey Aaron, good to see you here. Thank you for joining. Always good to see you here. Yes, this is so sad and scary. I've been dodging news from this new administration, and I've been trying to too. Yeah. I've been trying to. Yeah, it's a lot. And so if you need to protect your energy, protect your peace, that is going to be essential. Again, we are 2 days into this. And we're seeing these things come down. We're seeing things thrown in our face like restoring merit-based opportunity. Would we know from our experience? Are you kidding me? It's never been about merit. Right? So what are you restoring? You're rolling back any protections that we did have in the workplace. And shout out to the anti-HR lady for sharing on her channel. Right? Any protections that we did have, the limited protections, because they were so limited, those are about to be rolled back. And we already see the proof coming, right? In this new action that I linked in the description as well. And I'll link it here if you want to read it. That was just released by the new administration. Hey, the Lady Blur, good to see you here. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And you're welcome. Yes, you're welcome. Yeah, so this is an impromptu live, right? As I was just scrolling through this, I'm like, there's fire in my chest. I'm like, restoring merit-based opportunity, right? And I'll just read an excerpt from this. Illegal DEI and DEIA policies not only violate the text and spirit of our longstanding federal civil rights laws, they also undermine our national unity as they deny, discredit, and undermine the traditional American values of hard work, excellence, and individual achievement in favor of an unlawful, corrosive, and pernicious identity-based spoils system. Right? And so that's what we're dealing with 2 days in. And again, if you like to read it for yourself, if you need to protect your peace, please protect your peace. Like I said, that's going to be essential this year. All the energy that we've been giving out to other people, right? Trying to save other people, trying to like make them see the light, trying to like coddle them, that has to be cut off, right? Because we need our energy for ourselves at this point. With these things that we're dealing with that are constantly coming at us, just 2 days in, y'all. Right? And so the question is, what is merit-based? Just as I've laid out, we have everything that is considered merit. And yet we're still being exposed to hostility. We're still, like I just did a video on, the glass ceiling that Black women face on top of the glass cliff. We're often brought into leadership positions in times of crisis, not given the resources, not given the mentorship, not given anything we need. Sometimes not even given the job description. We have to create that on our own. And we're also dealing with the glass cliff, right? And the glass ceiling, which prevents us from ascending to leadership positions. So we're dealing with both of those at the same time, and we have all the merit. We have it all. And so if you are dealing with fury, as I am, like let it sit. I know a lot of us have been socialized to like run away from anger. Let it sit for a second, right? Because that's trying to tell you something. You should be angry. And this is something I've been having to tell myself, like, you should be angry. That's not a negative emotion, as we've been taught, a lot of us, to not lean into that. Because this is targeting us. Hey, Leslie. Yeah, good to see you here. Yes, this is just an impromptu live. DI bans we've seen, right? Yes, thank you for that. Yes. Anger is a valid emotion. Yeah, so if you're angry, you have every right to be angry. We knew that this was coming, right? That doesn't make it any less infuriating, angering, reading this action that I linked in the chat in the description section that just came out today, right? These illegal DEI and DEIA policies also threaten the safety of American men, women, and children across the nation by diminishing the importance of individual merit, aptitude, hard work, and determination when selecting people for jobs and services in key sectors of American society, including all levels of government and the medical, aviation, and law enforcement communities. Yet in case after tragic case, the American people have witnessed firsthand the disastrous consequences of illegal, pernicious discrimination that has prioritized how people were born instead of what they were capable of doing. Instead of what they were capable of doing. Because that sounds like our experience all throughout history, right? Being brought to what we now classify as the US, being trafficked across an ocean, right? Against our will. This is a lot of our ancestors' experiences. And not being given opportunities based on what we can do, but being limited based on the way that we look. And so to see the narrative being co-opted, right, taken out of our hands and used to literally reinforce discrimination, again, with the very limited protections that were in place, seeing them rolled back, that is infuriating, that is angering, and I urge you to lean into that, right? Protect your peace. Please protect your peace. I think Erica did her own. TV says that and you shot her out, but yes. Please protect yourself. Protect your energy. Right? But lean into and acknowledge the anger that you're feeling. If you're feeling sadness, fear, like that's because all of this is that. Please don't gaslight yourself. Yeah. Leslie says, yes, let that percolate. It's very disturbing. It is. Yeah. Let it percolate. Right? Because this is the anger that moves us to be like, no, this is wrong. This is unjust. And again, we're 2 days in. We're 2 days in. Yeah. Hey, Marissa. Good to see you here. Oh, you're welcome. Yes, you're welcome. And I just did a collab with Marissa that should be coming out soon. If you are looking to tap into joy during these times, that's coming soon. We created zines on healing and freelancing, so be on the lookout for that. Again, protecting your joy, your peace, your sense of self is going to be essential. So whatever energy drains have been in your life up until this point, like now may be a time to re-examine them and cut them off, because you really need all of your energy for you, right? And we're creating safe communities for us to be able to process this, everything that's happening, right? Okay, that's weird. Yes. Yeah. Aaron says not only the first middle passage, but the second middle passage with our wombs, our children, children's children. Ooh, wow. I never, thought about that. Yeah. Not only the first middle passage, but the second middle passage with our wombs. Mm-hmm. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah. And that's so important, right? As I talk about on this channel, intersectionality, viewing our experiences as Black women, not just being Black in the US context, being women, right? And all the other intersections of our identities. It's layers of oppression that we're having to face. And it's exhausting, it's draining on purpose. Right? So all of this is intentional. None of this is happen chance by coincidence. This is literally on purpose. Putting things out here like this to distract, co-opt the work, right? What we've been doing over centuries, stealing our language that we have used to describe what we're experiencing, and then using that to try to describe someone else's experience who is actually the one who's discriminating. You see how confusing that is? It's on purpose. I think I'm back. Hey, Dr. Kamani. Good to see you here. Okay. See, in 2025, like if you come in here with any BS, you're getting blocked, right? Because this is not the year for that. We've already experienced so much, right? And so you're not getting a second chance. You're immediately going to be blocked. Yes. Leslie says, let's be honest here. The US is continually colonizing the world, but this time they are using the job market to do it. And the ramifications are far reaching, and I am pissed. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. That's it. Wow. Mm-hmm. Right? You have every right to be. You have every right to be. So if you are, especially if you're at work right now, and again, we know that Black women are in a lot of DEI positions because we see these really systemic issues, right? These deep problems with society, and we are drawn to this work because we know, right? Something has to be done, right? But more of us are starting to question, like, is this really our fight in these positions, right? We can do that outside of these environments that are draining our energy, our time, right? All of these things, you can take that back for yourself, which is what Dr. Kamani talks about all the time on her channel. Please check out her recent video on the emotional roller coaster of these times and why it's important to stay rooted into things that you know, right? Yourself, your peace, your safe communities, your sense of well-being, because there are literally forces out here trying to strip that from you. Yes. Yeah. 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 It is sad too. Yeah. So if you're experiencing grief, let that sit too. It's a lot. It really is a lot that we're dealing with. Yeah. Lesson says, and I mean, in 2 days, 100 executive action signatures. What is happening? Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. It's a lot. So if you are, ooh, right, this is a channel, a safe space for Black women and femmes. So just to say that outright. And so anyone who comes in here to try to disrupt that process of healing, processing what we're going through, will be blocked immediately. Right? No second chances, no trying to see what you're talking about. Immediately blocked, because this is a safe space for Black women and femmes as we are processing, healing, trying to plan for the unexpected, trying to, again, process what I just linked in the chat, in the description section, the new action. Let me read the title again: Ending Illegal Discrimination and Restoring Merit-Based Opportunity. Right, so just the title is an insult. It's an affront to work that we've been doing for centuries. Right, and again, stealing our language, co-opting that is a tool of oppression to confuse us. Right, so that's important to stay rooted in what you know to be true, what you've experienced, all the degrees, all the experience, right? And we still are in toxic workplaces where people don't want any of these things, right? They want our skills, they don't want us. And it's a lot to deal with, right? So this is just like an impromptu live. I'll probably change the title because I don't want trolls knowing that I am on YouTube. But yeah, if you're experiencing like rage, grief, fear, confusion, know that these are normal emotions, because these times are all of that. And it's important to have safe spaces to process what's going on, what's happening. And so I'll be creating more safe spaces, right? Probably off of this platform. So I do want to say, please get on my email list, because we know that the content of Black women creators especially probably will be suppressed. It already is, but even more so. And I just saw Adelia, Picky Girl Travels the World on YouTube, mention this on her channel too. No, it's imperative, right? Because our content, our messages, our community building will be even more suppressed going into this year, right? In the years to come. And we need more safe spaces to be able to process, to be able to sit with each other, right? And hold space for anger, grief, fear, all of these things that are coming up that are real, off of platforms like this. Lesson says, I wonder how long it will take for them to realize that they cannot fool us, that we are intelligent and aware of the systematic issues. Yeah, yeah. I'm still waiting. It's been centuries. It's been centuries, yeah. Yeah. Like you said, we're intelligent and aware of the systematic issues, yeah. We've had to do this, right? It's tiring. We shouldn't have to constantly respond, battle people. Like, this is an intentional energy drain, right? All throughout these centuries, these years of what we've experienced. And I think, yeah, I know that people have already left us a roadmap of how to get through times like these, right? How to, again, organize, hold space for each other, be safe places to process what we're going through, because this can be a lot. When we see things like I just linked in the chat, again, in the description section, the ending illegal discrimination and restoring merit-based opportunity presidential action. You got to be kidding me. Hey, Saida, good to see you here. Thank you for joining. Yeah. SP says, hey, Marissa, hey, thank you as always for giving us the space. We love you. Oh, I love you too. Yes. I love y'all too. Yes. That has to be said. Thank you for that. Yeah. Daniela elevates. Hello. Yes. Hey, everyone. Other apps to consider are Spill app, Fanbase, and Blue Sky. First two are Black owned. Okay. Third one is a woman created, owned with a board of directors. I'm over there, deleted the others. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you for this. Okay. Let me write this down. I appreciate you sharing this. Yes. Hello. Welcome, Samory Bliss. Good to see you here. Ooh, yes, I read about it on New York Times. Staff members overseeing diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts were to be placed on paid administrative leave by 5 p.m. Wednesday. Yeah. 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 It's a lot. And again, I've talked about on my channel working in being asked to do a DEI style role after the murder of George Floyd. And that being highly traumatic, right? That's what sent me into a depression. So Black women are often placed in these roles. Again, the glass cliff. We're dealing with the glass ceiling and the glass cliff. We can't ascend to leadership positions besides when there's a moment of crisis and someone wants to use us as a PR prop. Right? So there has to be like called into question, how have these programs harmed Black women who are leading these initiatives within these organizations that never wanted us there? Right? While at the same time realizing that these programs were our limited protections in hostile work environments and holding space for that duality. Right? In sitting with the anger, the grief, the confusion, the sadness, allowing yourself to experience like the full spectrum of human emotions, because we are being dehumanized, right? Just out and open, right? So if you can allow yourself space to be human and experience everything that you're feeling at the moment, because there are efforts to try to dehumanize us, right? To try to say that we got something that we didn't earn. All of these messages are distractions to the important, critical work that so many of us are doing. And it's on purpose. It's intentional. Hey, Shanna, good to see you here. Thank you for joining. Yes. Lesson says, my God, I'm going to search for this article. Clearly, I missed something. Yeah. Yeah, it just came out this morning. Yeah. Fanbase has audio rooms similar to Clubhouse, so it's great for creating engaged communities, and there's the option to make money. Oh, okay. Thank you for that. Okay. Fanbase. And yeah, all these platforms, right? That can be a lot too. Because I've thought about just going off of social media because it's been a lot. But thank you for providing options besides what we have now. That's important. You're welcome, everyone. I'm really excited about the opportunity to create communities for like-minded Black women. We can do this, y'all. Yes. And it's so important. Thank you. Yeah. Yes, y'all. So this was just an impromptu live. If you missed the recent presidential action that just dropped, I think today, yesterday, ending illegal discrimination and restoring merit-based opportunity. Um, the full text of that, the link is in the description section, as well as I just put in the chat. It is a lot. Yeah, we're 2 days in. We're 2 days in. So just preserve, right? Self-preservation is key. And it's not just an option anymore, like it's a requirement for this year in the years to come. Really preserve yourself, whatever that means, even if it means don't, right? Not engaging, taking time away, taking a step back to preserve your peace, your mental health. As I talk about on this channel, right? Black women's mental health. We've never been centered in mental health conversations. Now is a year we center ourselves, right? If no one else centers us, no one views our mental health as being important, that's all right. We can center ourselves, we can preserve ourselves, we can view ourselves as human, even if no one else does, because that's never going to come. We've been waiting for centuries, right? And it's clear as day. Shout out to Coach Yolanda, the clarity that has come. Yeah, thank you for holding space. You're welcome. Yeah, it's ridiculous that they've barely started and already done so much damage. Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, yeah. 2 days in. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and this is just a preview, right, of what's to come. Just to be honest and transparent, right? A lot of us see the pattern at play. We've seen it throughout history. It has a new spin on it. Again, co-opting, stealing our language in 2025. That's a new way of doing things, but we've seen the pattern throughout history. Right? And our predecessors have left us with roadmaps of how to navigate times like this. Right? A lot of Black women activists throughout history, right, have called out egregious acts, right, leaned into bravery versus silence, which is what, right, a lot of people are attempting to do. And so how can we step into the roadmap, right, the guidance that they have left us with, and speak up instead of being silent? And if you need time to be silent to protect your peace and mental health, please do that. But know that your voice is so important and is so needed during these times, because there's so many voices that are just pure chaos, right? That want us to stay in that think that they can have an advantage by aligning with people. Right, for selfish reasons. But it's important to stay rooted in community, safe community, reciprocity, especially during these times. Yeah, because not everyone is on our side, as we've seen. Yeah. Oh, yes. Love you too. Yes. Marissa, much respect. Love to all of you. Yes. Thank you so much. I've been saying for years that we can withdraw our support from dangerous people. It is super important to stop giving dangerous people money. Yeah. Yeah. I bet Black women could build something similar. Oh, and we could. We absolutely could. Again, thank you for this. Yes. We have all the skills. Like I say all the time, we have all the skills. We have all the education. We have the training. We have the experience. We have the merit. We already have the merit. The issue is the discrimination. The issue is misogynoir. Yeah. So yes, again, this was an impromptu live, me just coming on here after reading this recent presidential action. There's a lot of things happening within the past 2 days. Um, Rollbacks of DEI programs that provided limited protections. They were limited. But they were protections. And so, what will that mean now that those are being rolled back? We don't know for sure. We can only guess, right? Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna have to block a lot of people this year. I already feel it in my spirit. So there we go. But I hope y'all have a restful, if you can, peaceful rest of your Wednesday. Yes, absolutely. And so the other Black women content creators, I know that we're going to have to block so many people, right? And so I'm just done giving people second chances, trying to see what they're like. No, you get one chance, right? Because this is a sacred space that you're in. And the minute you show that you're not aware of that, you're blocked. So, yes, thank you for that. We just need to be more organized, including building our platforms to keep ourselves safe and educated and organize our communities. I know this is possible. It is. Yeah, and history has shown us, right, the way. Yeah, yeah. All right, y'all. Like I said, I might change the title because I'm already seeing the trolls, but I hope you'll have a beautiful rest of your day. And until next time, y'all, thank you for joining me. Bye.